wow, no one expected that, did they? Nico Rosberg, a world champion last Sunday in Formula One for the very first time, has announced retirement from the motorsport. It's without doubt one of the biggest and shocking stories of the year in motorsport and in general. It's a reaction that it's hard for me to think that this has actually happened, and I'm sure for many motorsport fans out there it's the last thing we expected. Of course, on Friday night, which is today as of me recording this, he was going to pick up his World Championship trophy, and then hours before he announced it on a video to his fans on Facebook and Twitter to say that he has had enough for Formula One, he is retiring, and that'll be it, and we'll not see him next year in the world of Formula One. I mean, it's still, just, like I say, it's just one of those things you weren't expecting, and you'd think, wouldn't you, when you win a World Championship, you just think things could get better in your career. But no, Nico has looked at it the other way, in which he said that he spent about 25 years in the motorsport trying to get that Formula One World Championship. Last Sunday he did it, and he felt as long as he got that achievement, he was happy to retire and to not go through all that hard work again. And you know, you got to give big respect to him. A lot of the Formula One drivers have shared their thoughts on Twitter and have said the same words of respect to you, congratulations back on Sunday. And you know, it's very, very rare for anyone to do that at their peak as well. And you can tell from Nico, he wants to end his F1 career on a high and to be remembered that way. I mean, let's not forget as well, Nico has done what his dad did, Keke Rosberg, who did it back in the 80s by winning a world championship. They joined Damon Hill and Graham Hill as father and son to triumph the biggest trophy in Formula One. So really, I mean, the questions are, what's going to happen for Mercedes next season? Who's going to get that seat with Lewis Hamilton? I mean, it's a tough ask anyway to go up against one of the best drivers on the circuit. I mean, let's be honest, straight away we're thinking of the fierce names of Max Verstappen, the youngster who was the youngest driver earlier this season to win a Formula One Grand Prix back in Spain in his first race for Red Bull, which was an incredible story. Fernando Alonso, he's in my eyes, he's still one of the best drivers. He makes a really bad car look good on the circuit, and I think he did that with the McLaren Honda this season, at least finishing the highest of 7th or 5th. Can't remember from the top of my head, but still, that's an achievement in itself. He's a 2-time world champion. He knows what it takes to win the championship in Formula One. Sebastian Vettel, he's got 4 world championships. He's not had 2 great seasons at Ferrari since moving from Red Bull. Would he be happy to leave and join Mercedes if given the offer? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. So really, those are the 3 drivers you could think of there. Daniel Ricciardo, another who's got a few race wins under his belt since becoming a Red Bull driver from Toro Rosso. But I've got an outsider. A lot of people might know that, my friends and my family will know that I'm a big Sergio Perez fan. Now, he is, of course, the Mexican driver for Force India. Since he was part of Force India of 2014 after a miserable season with McLaren in 2013, Perez was able to get, my stats on the top of my head are not that great, but at least 4 podiums with a Force India. Now, that is really good with a mid-table team. And he finished 7th in the World Championship this season, the highest ever for him. I can't see why Sergio Perez could not be Lewis Hamilton's teammate. I think Perez has bounced back since leaving McLaren to show why he is a natural talented driver, and he's done very well for himself. And you know, I think if his career's to get any better again, I think this might be the time to, you know, put a letter through to Toto Wolff and say, you know, I'm your man. I can be the guy with Lewis Hamilton. So, I mean, just going back to Nico Rosberg, you know, it's a massive shock. It looks like Nico is going to stick with that decision. I mean, I can't imagine what it's going to be like for the experts and David Coulthard, you name all the recent drivers who do punditry now, etc., to think, wow, that's it, no Nico. So no Nico to defend next season. But yeah, that's my thoughts. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe to the Let's Talk Sport YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching. Plenty more stuff to come, and see you again soon.